Hello, everybody. Cyanesque111 here, and coincidentally turn 111, as I'm noticing just now. Welcome to Civilization VII as Tecumseh. I'm still cautiously hopeful that I'll be able to complete that cultural legacy path, but I'll have to act fast if I want to get ahead of everyone else's explorers. Because, between turns, I've seen down here that most of everyone else's explorers, and by most of, I mean 4 other civilizations' explorers, have also made their way to where that relic site was at, and one of them had already dug it up. Much to my chagrin. But I do know that there are a couple of places I can research within my own empire, and I am going to take advantage of that fact by getting another explorer down. And in the next turn, I'll have him go to that research site right there. That is, after I choose a civic to work towards next. It'll be militarism. Don't need to spend my gold on Ravenna right now. This explorer... where can I take him? Well, I suppose I could have him stationed in Kalaharia for when my explorer I just put down is done researching artifacts in Silicofa, which will still get me no flood protection from Rio Negro, but will still get me an artifact nonetheless. Like so. Now we've got 4 to go. Or 3 to go, in fact. And it's a drum set from the Kummer we got. That's that. Still gotta repair the farm, and anything else that got damaged, which is still as annoying as ever. Okay. On my way over to this artifact to dig it up. Hopefully ahead of everyone else. Oh. Get to work. Please. Okay, I have my explorer going down here to prepare to dig up that artifact. You know what? I might actually do it this time. Revolutionario... I kind of want to see what the Revolutionarios are about, in all honesty, before I complete the legacy path that I've been yearning for. Okay, 12 artifacts displayed in all, so before I forget, I'm gonna go ahead and convert this town of Kusa into a city for 500 gold. Uh-huh. And then place a museum right down here. Not really sure if I get a free population from converting a museum, from converting a town to a city. But look at how high my culture is now. 817 per turn. It's pretty amazing how far I've come this game. I think it would have been much longer if I still had those tutorials on. Those tutorials were the only things holding me back, pretty much. Because I'd have to take my time reading through all them, skimming through them, either way.
was Jerusalem builded here, among these dark satanic mills.
Industrialization is done, and from there we will master urbanization. Cathedral, or cathedral, as it's called in Spanish. Mexican Spanish, I presume, since that is what it's called in-game. Not 100% sure. I'm getting more yields from... What was that town called? I don't know. Oh, Pikawiki is what it's called. Okay, so... Petra Herrera is what this Revolucionario is called. So, with Revolutionarios, I can activate them on army commanders. And all Soldaderas units within the command radius gain +3 combat strength. I suppose I could do that if I was going for a... Ugh. Sorry, unexpected burp. But I suppose I could do that if I were going for, say, a military victory. But that's not what I am after right now. Maybe in a future turn. Maybe in a future game. With the leader I haven't played as yet. Okay, do I have all the slots I need? Okay, yep. There are 16 total slots, but I need only 3 of them. But I only need 3 more to complete the Geographic Society path. Okay, where is my, Okay, there he is. Still on that dig site. As is this one. I think they should be almost done digging up these artifacts. Oh hey, this one's done. Archaeologists have discovered a site from the Antiquity Age. After conducting a careful excavation, they unearth a Carthaginian chalice, which is a type of cup that is used in times of old, for those who don't know the lingo. So that's 2 more artifacts I need to unearth. And they're both on my home continent. Things are looking pretty good right now for the Cultural Legacy completion. Archaeologists have discovered a site from the Antiquity Age. After conducting a careful excavation, they unearth a Roman necklace. Nice. Okay. So with that artifact unearthing, we have unlocked a victory condition. Cultural Legacy point. Unlock the World's Fair Wonder and a Culture Victory boost, where we gain plus 10% production towards the World's Fair Wonder per Cultural Legacy point. Alright. And it's a Maya Halberd that we've unearthed. None of these artifacts have belonged to my civilization previously. But I guess the only thing we need to do now is go ahead and build that World's Fair Wonder. Which is going to take 32 turns. Whoa! The rail station there is going to be completed in just 2 turns, so... It is tempting to place it right down there for 2 production, 2 science, and 1 culture. I kind of want the happiness more, to be honest with you. Yep. Building over the farm. Make room. for the World's Fair. And with that, I would say that I don't really need my explorers all that much anymore. But maybe it would be a pretty good idea if I used them for exploration purposes. I don't know how long it's going to take for the other civilizations to complete the World's Fair wonder, if they are able to do so already. But it's definitely worth a shot. You know, to them. Bod Hanath was completed by Himiko, Queen of Wa. Okay, World's Fair Wonder. It said initially that you would take 32 turns to complete, but thanks to that specialist I placed down, you can now be completed in just 28. Wish me luck, everyone. I probably won't be needing this explorer anymore. I'll just get rid of him so I can make this game go a little bit faster. I'm already at the 11.5-minute mark.
The well-being of faraway streams.
I want to get plan of Tuxtepec going. I think it is one of the last Mexican exclusive civics. Yeah, that's the word. I want to know real quick. No, not that. Curse you, disasters. I want to know how far along I am down the Mexico Civics tree. Oh, not very far at all. Although I did get Plans Politicos completed, as well as its mastery. But I still have all of these to consider. Heck no, I'm not gonna ally with anyone. I suppose as a show of how cultured I am, I could try for Palacio de Bellas or Bellas Artes, which will be placed right down here. And I still gotta repair all this stuff that was damaged from the flood. That is, assuming it was damaged, which is still annoying. But what can I do? Supercell Thunderstorm. Ooh. Haven't seen that before. So thunderstorms do exist in this game. And it has a name. Prasad. Alright. Well, if hurricanes can have names, then why not thunderstorms? Though, I guess hurricanes aren't very common during certain times of the year. But thunderstorms, they're pretty common in certain areas of the world. I'm just gonna do a cultural festival in Kanza. I'm now left wondering if I should go ahead and get rid of this explorer. Since I have all the artifacts I need, it's only a matter of building the World's Fair, and then I'll be done with everything for this game.
Whatever happens in Mexico
Until it happens. Curse you right middle finger. Pachacutty is the culprit this time. I'll do plan of Ayutla next. I'm gonna have to move my Soldaderos away from there in case he gets damaged again. Don't want to risk him going out. On a sad note, at least. And the Kosi River. How can you dare flood? Just like most of the other rivers in my empire. Okay, production. Oh, I need to get my production up in Sila-Kufa if I want that World's Fair Wonder completed. That'd be great.
The Mexican nation is an indivisible one.
The United Mexican States has a constitution that says that.
The face of a city changes faster than a human heart.
Tell me about it, game. As I go ahead and start on the plan of Iguala, the last of the Mexican civics. I was unable to complete the World Wonder Palacio de Bellas Artes in time. However, 599 production has been salvaged from the attempt and awarded to the city of Khotan. And we get to wonder what went wrong. Narrative choice again. But I'm gonna say hammers aren't just for building. I want to avoid conflict if it can be helped. I can't really be too mad about losing that wonder since I have a World's Fair wonder to complete, and I'm still hoping that no other civilization has the same goals as me. It is saying that I have 15 out of 15 age progress, while Ben Franklin is at second at 9, and Himiko is in third at 8. It sounds pretty tempting to delete this explorer from the map. Though I still want to use it for exploration of this other continent that I haven't sent any of my settlers to. I still need to choose a production. Everything here except for the explorer can be done in 3 or fewer turns. Defensive fortifications takes only 4 turns. So that's the other exception. I'm gonna do a research initiative. And maybe I should go ahead and complete... Maybe I should go ahead and have it be a continuous thing after that initial one is completed. There's 17 turns left until the World's Fair Wonder is complete. We'll do a cultural festival. And have it repeat. That should be enough. Opera House does sound nice. But it's gonna have to go over this scout for 1 gold. So be it. You know what? Yeah. Goodbye, Explorer. You were pretty useful, but I want to go ahead and just finish up this game so I can move on to something else. Support, because I have all the influence in the world right now. Quite unsurprisingly at this point.
Will was law, and who compelled me to divide my power? Myself and myself alone.
So that's all. So that's all of the Mexican civics completed. All 3 plans. And we get Mexico renewed as a result. The declaration of the Plan of Iguala opens a new chapter in Mexico's story. Citizens are excited about its 3 guarantees: religion, independence, and unity. I want to check something with one of my attribute trees. Okay, I don't have plus 10% production towards constructing wonders, so to be on the safe side, I think I am going to promote religion so I can put an attribute point in the culture tree. For that. And we get the World's Fair completion time down to 14 turns. Pretty nice. Gonna have my Soldaderas move away from that river. If it ever floods again. And they're in it. No! And please stop asking. All it's doing is bugging me at this point. Should've known. "11 turns remaining until the World's Fair Wonder is complete."
The members of the nation will never know most of their fellow members. Yet in the mind of each lives the image of their communion.
10 turns, though I am still very cautiously optimistic about where things are headed. Gotta repair all of this now. And I'll have to do research initiatives before all else. That'll be enough. Go away. If there are no resources for me to slot in, then you shouldn't let me see that screen, if you don't mind. 9 turns until the World's Fair is completed, but 92% age progress. Am I gonna make it is the question. Not really sure, but I'll go ahead and put this unit to sleep. I'm getting a little anxious about the progress of this age. Come on, World's Fair. I know we can complete you in time. I'll just have the research initiative be continuous for Kansa too. Just in case. Another percent still up. If I'm lucky, I can just barely make it.
The idea of freedom.
5 turns left. Age is still stuck at 94% done. My heart is kind of racing right now. It's a race against time as I try to complete the World's Fair before the age is completed. And we've unlocked all of this now for completing all of those plans from the Mexican civics tree. But none of them get me any closer to completing the World's Fair wonder, which is a shame. But at least I can do this. At least I can do this. Plus 30% science for 15 turns. Okay, anything I can do for wonders? Avant-garde, New Deal. New Deal. Plus 30% production towards constructing wonders. Okay, so it bumps the World's Fair completion time from 4 turns to 3 turns. Here's hoping this is enough. Looks like it is gonna be enough. 2 turns remaining. One turn to go until the World's Fair is complete. Nothing else left for me to do. But here we go. Let's go ahead and see the cutscene, if there is one, for the World's Fair being completed in all its wondrous glory. Pardon the pun. There it was, people. In all its wondrous glory, once again.
One can traverse the world laid out in pavilions for the amusement of the crowd, and still be home for dinner.
There we go, everyone. We got us a cultural victory as Tecumseh by completing the World's Fair wonder after having slotted 15 artifacts across all of our museums. Ah, what a game. What a game indeed. Despite Benjamin Franklin and Himiko being ahead of me in legacy points, I still managed to do it. I still managed to push through and get the World's Fair wonder completed before our time was up. Let's view our Legends report. I am on level 25 now for the foundation of Civilization 7 overall. And Tecumseh, I think that's a level up for him. I have previously seen him at level 2, though with all of what I did, it should get him up to level 3, yep. Militaristic Attribute Node. Plus 5 combat strength for all units against districts. Guess that would be for if I was going for a militaristic victory and I had a lot of militaristic legacy points. Or militaristic attribute points available. And I had to slot them into the tree somehow. But, yeah. That was Civilization 7 as Tecumseh. I think you could already tell that I've been learning quite a lot about Civilization 7 overall with the 2 games that I've played for my YouTube channel, and all the many different games that I've played as with Himiko, Jose Rizal, and Lafayette. Though I don't know if I'll be able to do every single leader right now, especially with the raid I'm currently going. But it's easy to tell that I'm getting better at this game. I've learned from my past mistakes as Benjamin Franklin, from not having enough museums available to slot all of the artifacts in. But I've moved on from that embarrassing blunder, and I pushed through. I had more than enough gold available to convert more towns into cities, and in turn, get more museums in place, each of which can hold 3 artifacts at a time. And late in the game, late in the modern age, I also learned that you should have enough explorers on standby so you can get to certain artifacts faster than other civilizations' explorers can. Because some of them too might be wanting to go for a cultural legacy victory, just like I did, and also see all the confetti and fireworks and that beautiful view of Paris and the Eiffel Tower in the cutscene you've seen just now. But I'm satisfied with where I am at this point in time. I'll go ahead and let all the other civilizations in future games be free to work towards a cultural victory all they want. I, meanwhile, am going to take a break from Civilization 7 and move on to something else. Probably a new game that came out about a month or so earlier, or a month and a half, as of this video coming out. You'll see what it is when the time comes. But for now, thank you, everyone, so much for watching my series on Civilization 7 so far. And I will see you all then. Bye!